And now, let's get analytical.
That's what I do.
This is Colleen, a senior analyst at Forrester Research. Forrester makes some amazing predictions. Can you share a favorite?
Forrester does a pretty elaborate process to come up with predictions for the following year. Every year we have surveys, we have conversations with hundreds of customers and vendors. We talk with each other. From all of this, we create dozens and dozens of predictions. Then we narrow them down based on a few pretty strict parameters. Can we support the prediction with data? How bold is this prediction? Is it going to make our people stand out and pay attention? And of course, is it relevant to our clients? And so for 2025, there were 5 CX predictions. I'm just going to talk about one of those today because I think it's really relevant to those folks who are following the CFM market, which is that only 2 in 10 teams will stop counting feedback and make feedback count. I'll repeat that again. Only 2 in 10 CX teams, so a minority, will stop counting feedback. They will stop score obsession, and they'll actually make feedback count. Using feedback to drive business decisions is making feedback count. So it's kind of a good news story because some people will do this, but 2 is obviously a minority. And so why are we making this prediction? Well, CX teams face pressure from executives to show how they contribute to CX goals. And those goals often reflect score obsession, not customer obsession. For example, our data shows that improving CX ratings is a top 2 reason for investing in CX. And more than half of CX pros in our 2023 survey say their company ties CX metrics to incentives, so people are paid based on metrics. As a result of those things, we see more score obsession and less customer obsession. So even CX teams that try to challenge that score obsession are going to have a struggle because they lack some key skills. Ineffective processes, tech debt, and a focus on CX metrics as a top competency is going to continue to challenge these teams going into 2025. So here's what you can do. How do you become one of those 2 teams that is able to be in that making feedback count category? Well, because I think customer feedback is critical, I would encourage everyone to evolve their customer feedback management practices, moving away from surveys, moving away from score obsession, trying to tap into that more unstructured feedback. Think about your customer journeys. Focus on journey-centric changes across the organization. And think about even real-time, striving for some of that real-time personalizations and those real-time journey orchestrations. For those of you focused on voice of the customer in particular, really do think about your feedback management practices. And to make feedback count, you need practices that are business aligned. Those who know me know I love the Liam model for listen, interpret, act, and monitor. There's obviously other ways of doing that, but thinking about how you are grounding your feedback practices in your customer journeys, in your business goals and objectives, in your CX vision, and starting your feedback management practices from there will help you combat score obsession and help put your team into that category of the 1 of 2 CX teams that will make feedback count in 2025.